it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Spacing out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets?
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold it a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
Back to throw. Kirk completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball on the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trey, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. We're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. A gain there of 21 yards. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Wentz going to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Well, look now at our starting defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. The kick by Maher is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Boy, you go 3-and-out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd down, McKinnon. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. The speedster, Dante Pettis, back deep to return. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum? And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Well, look now at our starting defense. Yeah, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL. They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. On 1st down, McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, McKinnon again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Kirk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And out now come the Eagles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting. 54. Right, 54. Good. Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Wentz now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Off the play fake, Kirk. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Kirk. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Kirk. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Kirk. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 14-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. And to give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Kirk. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Kirk out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw on second down. Kirk. And incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Play action. Kirk looking for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Kirk's pass complete to Jalen Hurd. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
That's about as good as a linebacker can diagnose that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
Now Wentz on 3rd down, and he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Wentz now on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Pass incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. In for the score. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch that in. Watch that in.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw is Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll begin with, let's call it a testy-est rivalry in the NFL today. Cincinnati playing host to Pittsburgh in the AFC North. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see they are out in front in that one. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they have the lead over the visiting Redskins at halftime. The Bears locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's enjoying a great deal of success. His team is also enjoying a great deal of success.
Yeah, he's got that nice little, what I call the QB lean going right now. You see that little stroll that he's got going? Yeah, he's definitely got that. You see him throwing the football, his nice little video. He's seeing that in his head as well because he wants more of that to happen. So anytime you see him that relaxed, that comfortable, usually it's a big thumbs up for his team.
Yeah, it's been a big highlight day for him. Just bowling over tacklers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So they held him to a short gain on that.
Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. From the gun, Kirk, and able to haul it in is Kittle. Now the ball comes loose. It is picked up by the Eagles. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go draw play to McKinnon. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kirk, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple
16,
remaining.
16. Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline.
Operating from the gun. Kirk, Goodwin able to haul it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Set, ready. And Lobo. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a big shot.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Second and 6. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Brings up third and 4.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Mike 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Watch time. Tight end run. 4 down, check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to air one out. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D, let's go.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Kirk taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Kirk. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will extend this big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Come on. You better bring it.
Ready, go.
And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Gain of 4.
Oh, get him.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Kirk, he'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go again. Ready.
Looking to throw. Kirk. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Third and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Off the play fake. Kirk. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Powering his way forward. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders.
Hang in there now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
56. Mike, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's go.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kirk under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a set. Come on, go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. This is Breida. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Kirk completes it to Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Randy Bullock now as they'll go for the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
23 yards on the play. offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.